Hey, hey, hey. What's going on? How we doing, everyone? Welcome on in. Hold on. Before we do anything, I always forget to do this, so we're showing it today. The points. The points. Boom. There's the point standings coming into tonight. We are P3 as of the last race. 2 weeks ago, we had an off week. We are third in the standings, 50 points above the cut line to make it into the not playoffs, the chase. We do not have a playoff format in Nitro, but we do have a chase. I don't even know how many races the chase is, but we are 50 points above the cut line. The one thing I don't like is you look at the top 5 in the standings, and we're the only one that has not gone to victory lane as of yet. So we need to change that soon enough. Hello. I'm coming over now. What's going on? Oh, wait. I need my phone for the chat here. Let me look over. Lala Larson, what's the update? You owe us an update. How many races to the chase? I think that was like 5. If I remember correctly, 5 or 6. I think the chase is 5 races. I think it's like 15 races and then 5 or something like that. I could be wrong. So welcome on in. Kyle Busch fan, PH, Forecast, Bailey, La Larson, Algus. Hope you guys are doing well. So today, Jay just said right there, 7 till the chase. Today we hit 29,000 subscribers, so that's cool. Thank you guys. We are within, obviously, now 1,000 of 30,000, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully, probably won't hit 30K this year because we only have a month and a half left in the year, but hopefully very early next year we'll get to that 30K. But yeah, thank you guys. Hello, October King, by the way. How you doing? No NASCAR this weekend. It is unfortunate. I need to grab my gloves. I just saw Matthew Morton's racing tonight, so no one else is winning the race. If he races, no offense to him because he's a really good guy, but he ruins every race he's in because he's just so good. So we will be racing for second now instead of the race victory. You DM'd me the script. Okay. Oh, do you guys see the Sonic car? We teased it on a community post here. It's also on Twitter. That episode's going out tomorrow, so stay tuned on that. Like the stream. Do exactly that. A fan of NASCAR. How you doing? But yeah, the Sonic car looks really cool. Sanok made that. As you can tell by the thumbnail, I crashed quite hard. You'll see that in the episode. Not going to say when it happens, but it does happen. You got the report. I was going to throw the Hamlin car. I might throw the Hamlin car up tomorrow where it's the 45 with the Hamlin window banner. Oh, no. You got friend zoned. Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Lala. Hey, better luck next time. Move on. Find another one. You're excited for the episode. It's a good episode. It's actually a really good episode. Glad you did it. You know, there's only one way to find out, and that's by doing it. So that's what you have to do. So, oh wait, I should probably take the points off the screen, so that way you guys can see. Da 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 da. Oh, my car is moving. Do you want the honest answer, Lala? If she says that, that probably just means that she's just not interested in you specifically. Likely. Could be wrong, but more often than not, that is the case. So we're racing under the lights here in Kentucky. There goes Morton. So yeah, Morton's going to dominate us. It doesn't matter. We have no chance of beating him. 92 days till the Daytona 500. It's nice to be on a mile and a half again. I really like mile and a halves. Um, Kentucky, haven't raced around here in a long time. I'm not sure how many laps we're doing tonight. Probably 133, I would imagine. Not sure exactly how to drive this track in a next gen. I don't think I've ever put a lap around here in a next gen car, actually. So this is all kind of new to me. I want to practice green flag pit stops because I think there's a very real chance we'll get that tonight. And I actually want to do that first thing first so I don't forget. So let's do that right here. Okay, that's actually I like that right there. Where's your Heat 5 career mode episode you promised? It's going out tomorrow. It's going out tomorrow. Jay hasn't stopped. He just doesn't have this track. And he didn't have the last track either. Alright, let's try to actually go run some laps now. As of right now, we're not going to be in a Discord call with anybody. Oh. But my day's been good, Derek. How about your day? Chicagoland. Oh, Chicagoland for sure over Kentucky. Kentucky was always mid. Honestly, I wasn't disappointed at all that the track got taken off the calendar. Chicago, a bit disappointed. Obviously, I think Chicago Street Course though was a good benefit. I think Chicago Street Course is a banger. But Chicagoland was a solid circuit. That is a slick looking number 20 right there. Gold and black. Oh, that team must be running a gold and black, like, special. Ooh, we're sideways. Alrighty. Let's just run up here, get some momentum. I did see the news about 2311 and FRM. It sounds like whatever happened today was a bit of a benefit for both teams, which is good to see. Would love to just see that whole thing come to an end, but obviously that's going to take a while still. Okay, I drove a little bit too deep into 3 and 4, I reckon. As guys, first weekend without NASCAR, IRL. It sucks, doesn't it? That felt okay. We're P16 currently. I don't ever get concerned about practice times. You went to the movies and the mall. What movie did you go see? I want to see that new Dwayne Johnson Christmas movie. What's it called? Red One. Venom 3? How was that? Yeah, I want to see it. It looks interesting. What do you mean? I'll see what the reviews are, but oh, I'm gonna knock the wall pretty good right there. I need to find 0.3 of a second somewhere. Not sure where I'm gonna find it. Another 54. Track drives it pretty well. Car is very gripped up after a lap or two. Very gripped up. But I am lacking a little bit of pace so far, at least. We'll see if we can find it. A little bit quicker there. Going down to 4th feels pretty good here. The milkshake, the Wawa milkshake. Like the ones we see on the Larson car in the Heat 5 career mode. Yeah, I like 4th gear quite a bit. I'm not really practicing saving tires. Just kind of trying to get some practice running quick. I'll be okay saving tires when the race gets going. At least I should be. Usually we're pretty solid nowadays, at least at saving on the 1.5 miles, so not too concerned. Definitely looks like we want to stay above that seam in 3 and 4. I don't know if it's looking racy yet. We'll have to wait and see, because everyone's kind of on different tires situations. My tires are going to be burned through really quick here, just because I'm pushing really hard. How many laps? I believe it's 133. I'll know for sure once I get out of the car here, which I'm going to actually do right here. I'm going to just pull over in the grass. Ooh. The report, sadly, isn't really based on anything. You're running out of the true stuff you've been given. Obviously, the big thing of the next Heat 5 episode is the injury for Reddick. Also, actually, I think that's really the only thing, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you, con man. Austin, we need to get this laptop situation sorted as quick as possible. What did Matt do? I want to know. Entered quite high, gets down right to the yellow line. Hard on the gas. He's got no slipstream. And then down into turn 3, lifts a little bit past the white banner, goes right to the bottom. Lets it roll to the gas. Okay, that's a very straightforward plane tickets, yes. I do believe Bubba and Reddick. I don't think Reddick and Bubba will go anywhere. What is your favorite Heat 5 track to race on? Miami or Kansas? For sure. What about yours? Oh, look at that. You got a profile picture now. Homestead. Yeah, Homestead's a fun track. Kansas is more fun to run the wall. Like, Miami is more of a wall track, but Kansas, it seems like you can just do it better in Heat 5 than you can in Miami. So I really like tracks where you can run the wall, and Kansas is just perfect. Absolutely perfect for that in Heat 5. But you can absolutely do it in, of course, Miami as well, and make it work. So they're both fun. Mile and a halves are great in that game. Short tracks are fun, but the AI suck at passing lap cars. That's just the downside. Feel like I'm entering too shallow, so I'm really suffering in 1 and 2. I think I need to enter a bit more sharper, kind of lean out towards the wall a little bit more. I'm just trying to find a fast lap. I want to make sure we can find a decent lap. I want to find at least a 30.3, but I mean, we are like nowhere close to finding a 30.3. That's more of what I wanted to do right there, but I think I lifted too much. I felt okay. Ended up not being okay. Not low enough. Yeah, we got some work to do. It's faster. It is faster. A lot of cars crashed right there. This lap's going to be a bit skewed because, oh, we actually went slower. Going, son. Don't do that. SVG would make it interesting. I can't wait to see SVG in Cup next season. It's going to take a while for him to learn no matter what. I don't think he'll make the playoffs unless he wins the road course or something. But if he wins the road course, obviously he's in great shape. I'm going to try another pit entry here. So you kind of want to, yeah, you kind of want to start slowing up right where that kind of discoloration is, where it goes like gray. The win in you're in gets taken away. That'd be an interesting one. I would be very much for taking away the win in your in format. I think just no matter what, top 16 in points, make the playoffs. No matter what, that's all it needs to be. Maybe you could do like top 14 and 2 wild cards where like 2 guys do have wins or something, but there needs to be something to make it a little bit more legitimate. And that final 4 has got to be 3 races. Cannot be 1 race. Get rid of the 1 race, and then honestly, I think we got an acceptable format. Still, you know, needs some work probably, but it's at least a more acceptable. Oh. Are you more of a dog person or a cat person? Cat by far. Not a fan of dogs, like really at all. No offense to dogs, of course. Dogs are still cool. I don't really have a favorite animal. I've always thought about that. I don't think I really have a favorite animal. Animals are cool, I can tell you that much. Nonchalant, it's a good way to describe cats. That's what I like. They're a lot more independent. At least from dogs I've always been around. They're a lot more. Like, cats will still be very much around people. But like dogs are just always wanting to play and lick you and just be around you, and I'm like, dear God, we need some space. And cats certainly like to give space. Where dogs are just like, I'm gonna be with you all day, I'm gonna lick you, I'm gonna run around, bark. And I'm just like, no, 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 no. We got no speed here in practice. I don't really know where to find it, to be honest. But practice is about to end. So we got to find a lap in qualifying. And I'm not feeling very confident about that. What number are you? 97. Can you run a NASCAR Road to Pro qualifying? No, I'm good. I am good. I'm not good enough to be anywhere close to pro. Isn't that do they run fixed setups or do they run open setups? I can't remember. Because if it's open, then I'm also very not interested. But I don't remember if they do open setups or not. That's why dogs are great. I like animals that are just chill. Matt just asked if I wanted to go in Discord. Open setups? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I don't like open setups. Fixed, you can actually at least see who can race. Where open, you can have really poor racecraft and get away with it with a fast setup. Where's the Nitro Discord? I'm going to pop into the voice chat on the Bofa Motor Club. Karma, Matt O'Brien's going to join us. I'm going to mute, though, as we try to run a lap. Zach! Dreamy Zach. Hello, Zach. Shout out to Zach. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. That is true. The fixed setup official races are major reg fests. I go through eras or like an era every year where I'm like, okay, let's just grind some fixed races. And then I get tired of pacing around every week. So then I just give it up for the rest of the year, which happened last year, happened the year before, happened this year as well. And it's funny because even in like top split, even with like, I'll get into like top split with like the, what's it called? The Coca-Cola guys sometimes here and there, not often. But even in their splits, it's stupid. I mean, they just, I think it's, people just race so bad. The racecraft's terrible. So it's very hard to have any motivation to do any official iRacing, really. I still don't know what I'm doing here, and that's not what you want to do. I need to be way lower. That lap's already gone. Oh, yeah, top split is absolutely worse sometimes. I've had some of my worst races in the top split or top 2 splits. It's just, man, the race car, I don't know, maybe it's an ego thing too. Like people, like, their ego goes through the roof a bit. I don't know. But yeah, it's terrible. I didn't feel terrible. I was way too cautious getting back to the gas right there. That was so bad. I am really bad here. That was what? 30.5 flat goes P4 for now. I reckon that's going to be quite a ways off here based off of practice. Oh my god, what is it? Goins Chill Cat. Hey, I'll vouch for Nitro, Zach. They do these recruitment races, I don't know, every so often. Racing here is pretty good. I mean, we have, in the last 3, I think the last 3 races, we've had 1 caution, I think, for cause. No, 2 or 3, because we went into a couple overtimes in Milwaukee, but like outside of that, like we did Dover with 1 caution, I think. Coke 600 literally was green the whole way. You did a fantastic job on the F1 video yesterday. Thank you. I just recorded, literally, like, got done like 20 minutes before the stream, the next episode, so I can edit it for tomorrow, for Monday. Very interesting one there. I've got a whole plot planned out for the end of the season because Red Bull's kind of crumbling a little bit. So I've got some ideas there. Yeah, there was that big first overtime crash. That IndyCar game, I don't know if iRacing can get their hands on it. It could come out. Will you still answer my questions when I ask? I'll try to. Alright, I'm going to unmute in Discord. Matt's here. Hello?
Hello.
Hey.
What's up?
I don't know how I'm P4 after practice. I couldn't find any time at all.
Track slowed down a lot.
So what's... Ah, okay. I see.
So I'll let MJ do his thing. I'm going to the bathroom before this starts.
IndyCar game would be cool. I tried to commit to an IndyCar career mode, but I just didn't have time. And I was like, okay, we just got to like not try to have 4 career modes going with NASCAR, F1, Supercars, IndyCar. So I just pulled it back and said NASCAR and F1 only. But with IndyCar, like next year specifically, I want to do like IndyCar season where we do like an episode the same weekend of the actual race. That's a way better way for me to still kind of do that kind of content, but also not create an expectation that there's going to be an episode all the time. I could, October King. We're bringing back the podcast next year, right? So that's something we could do there.
Yada, yada.
F1 Manager. You know what? F1 Manager, I was looking forward to it, but then the same problem happened as before, where I just got really bored. F1 Manager gets boring really quick. I like to
agree.
drive. I don't like to sit there and watch. I do remember the 2021 Heat 5 one. That was such a weird one because it was like the in between of like NASCAR Ignition had just failed miserably, and I didn't really know. I was like, oh, what are we gonna do now? I don't even remember what happened. That career mode ended after like one season. I don't even remember what I did in the space of that to the actual career mode we have now. It all worked out in the long run. It certainly looked like for a lengthy period that it wasn't going to work out at all. I remember, so the Heat 5 Next Gen mod came out. That's what sparked the career mode comeback, because there was a time in there where I was like, you know what, I'm just going to stop making NASCAR videos until the NASCAR gaming community looks good. And I had set a date. I can't remember the exact date, but I had set a date when I was gonna like post the last video and go on a hiatus. And then the next gen mod came out like 2 months before that, and changed everything for the better. So. Where can you find the scheme? So you join my Discord, which again I don't have a link for, but you might be able to find one in the video description or something. And then, or we do have a Google Drive. If you go into like the Daytona 500 episode of this season, you should be able to find a drive there that has all the schemes as well from this season. I do have to update it because there's been some new schemes added.
Oh.
Yeah, the 45. That was so frustrating with the 45 one because I thought we had something really good going there. And then Motorsport Games came in and broke everything. And then we had to restart again. And it was so frustrating because we had so much momentum going when it broke. And I was just like, oh, that's it. It's over. But then after that, we started up another career mode with the 16 car within like a week. And the momentum was definitely gone. The series started off quite slow. And I remember like in the first season and a half, the numbers were definitely lower. And I was like, oh, this is not going to work out. I was getting quite concerned that people weren't going to like keep watching. And then it basically in the playoffs of season 2, everything got kind of just took off. And now we've been like really doing well. So thank you guys for watching and supporting. We still got like probably almost a full year of this series before the next NASCAR game. So I want to get a lot more content out over there. Once we kind of roll into December and into next year, I'm hoping to post way more. And then in that push to NASCAR 25. We qualified P4. We're row 2. The one where you dumped Almendinger. Was that Watkins Glen? That was a good episode. And we got a lot of, obviously what keeps our career mode interesting and people engaged is just the storylines. And we've still got some storylines planned for this season. I can tell you, I don't know if we have any storylines for next season yet. I'm ready.
Are you ready to burn the right front off?
Of course. Bro got the Hulkenberg position. Since the OG one.
Should be no fuel shenanigans barring a really ill-timed caution.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Got a crazy week ahead of me.
You're going to Las Vegas.
I am. I'm also going to the Lions game tomorrow.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy week.
Yeah, Matt's going to the Las Vegas Grand Prix next weekend. Quite jealous of that.
And LC0 overtakes. I'll just see cars go by me.
Yeah. Jones in the 73. Oh, so you're talking really OG. I remember when Eric Jones in the 73 was like the very first
77.
mod I did in Heat 5.
Oh, you're talking some heat stuff. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Back in like 2000 and like I'd have been
Inside.
very end 20 or 21. Any advice for being in the friend zone? Accept it and move on. You aren't gonna get out of it. Well, that's what's so different about our career modes and modding. I remember like when we first started modding, I had other creators in the space that were doing career modes at the time reach out to me and ask for help, and I helped them out a little bit as well.
It's a quick one.
Oh, it's 120 laps, not 133.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were gonna have 133 laps.
You want to fuel mileage race?
Let's see. Make it 150. I don't know if first gear is the right gear, but I'm gonna start in first here. It's the original start. We can get away with a bit of a screw up here. AJ did not go.
I think he was in second.
Yeah. And just like that, the race for second begins. Gotta make sure we're saving tires here. It's a big thing. We'll get in line right here. That is about got jumped. I don't even know who that is. Jackson Trogger?
It's new.
I went and pulled over to the left. I was like, I'm just going to be running the bottom. And then he tried to go even further left. Oh, okay.
JNT.
Oh, JNT. He got banned from Heat 5 a long time ago, the Nitro League on there.
Yeah,
Many years ago. I remember that.
yeah. That whole video you did with the age 15 thing.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember.
And your comment section was in shambles.
Oh, I just knocked the wall by accident there. Oh my god. That's the second time he's nearly dumped me. He just sails it off into the corner.
They'll learn soon enough. Well, I say that. They never do.
That is true. A lot of the guys behind us are just sending it into the entry.
Yeah. Oppie's flying.
It's like I'm scared to back it up and save my tire because I'm like, I'm going to get dumped. Hey, if you want to go for it this early, be my guest, brother. Yeah, we got some guys pushing so hard right off the bat. Yeah, it's a little bit shorter to avoid some feel strategy because we've been having some feel shenanigans in recent races, especially at mile and a half, so that's why it's a bit shorter. A lot of these guys around us are going to be screwed long run, and we're going to be just feasting on it and laughing at them when we go by them. I also remember that edit. Feel like I've gotten a lot better now. Sure, at the time it was cool. Well, we started 4th. We're down to 15th. Not really concerned because we know what we're doing here. Sprint cars on I'm so bad at dirt racing. I've tried sprint cars and I was just not good. They're fun. I'll say that. They're definitely fun to drive. Never say never. Definitely not something that would be on like camera or anything. It's kind of my own time situation for sure.
This is wild.
I tell you what, I haven't seen this many people push so hard in a while.
Yeah.
Like, if it goes green, I'm absolutely loving what I'm seeing. Have at it, people. I'm down to P16 right now.
I did 30 laps just to see what the wear would be. It felt awful, but the wear, like, percentage-wise, wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It did. I ran hard 10 laps in my first run in practice, and it felt so bad after, like, 10 laps.
It's not I think it's more heat than actual, like, wear, though, here.
You're happy that I'm streaming more? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're here to watch as well, Window. I see you in the chat quite often. I appreciate you coming around all the time. Thank you for the kind words. Have you ever seen a moose? Is that because I'm Canadian? No, I've never seen a moose. Ever. I don't live in a area in Canada where moose are common. Moose is your favorite? No, you cannot mod on a console. For Heat 5 anyways. Obviously some games you can mod on console. Fallout. City Skylines, to name a couple. Here's the one positive is, you know, I was worried about, like, maybe when we're coming back through the field here, it's going to be difficult to pass, but that whole second lane's available. So that's certainly something that's going to be a positive here. Favorite super speedway? Talladega. Just feels like Talladega usually feels more intense. It's weird, the Daytona July race, or not July anymore, the second Daytona race usually feels more intense than the 500 to me. Like, when you have, like, the playoff stuff on the line and when it's a regular season finale, like, that feels way more intense than the ending of a Daytona 500 to me. Usually. Now, if Daniel Suarez or Kyle Larson's in position to win the 500, I'm probably going to find it way more intense, but... Favorite road course, Watkins Glen. Easy. Probably outside of that, Chicago street course has quickly become an awesome track. It's a shame we're probably only going to have it for one more season, but lovely, lovely street circuit. Jay brings up a good point. The broadcast plays a big role in that. No other Trackhouse cars in the field. No. Favorite car track combo? Next gen Charlotte, for sure. Or Vegas, either one. Those are my two best kind of drives. Oh, is LaJoy not going to be behind the wheel of the 51? If it's not him, I really don't know. Maybe they put Cody Ware back in there full time. I think we can start going a little bit now, so let's see what happens. I suck at the Xfinity car. I'm so bad at the Xfinity car in iRacing. It's just, I'm really bad with tight race cars, and the Xfinity car for me just loves to plow. And so it just that car does not match my driving style, where the next gen matches me a little bit more. I do wish we just had more power, though, in the next-gen car. I am curious to see how hard it is to pass on the bottom. He gave it to us there, so that was an easy pass. We should quickly, hopefully quickly reel in these guys in front of us, and then we'll just kind of let this run go. I'm thinking, you know, early on, just kind of letting this run as far as we can before we pit. 43 more laps right now of fuel in the car. Did John Hunter really finish last in points? Rip John Hunter. Legacy Motor Club was just not good with that switch to Toyota. They weren't good the year before either, but they haven't gotten any better. On the bright side, I think, you know, they can only get better with how bad they ran. We're just slowly reeling in these guys. I'm not, you know, trying to get impatient. I'm just kind of letting it come to us a little bit. Do do do. Well, we've got the draft now of this group. I've never been a big Briscoe guy either. He gets into moments where he has a chance to be an idiot, and he always takes that opportunity to be an idiot. In the Xfinity car, I mean, he was great. Cup car, different story. I mean, he's won a couple races now. Good on him. But yeah, there's certainly some moments where I'm like, oh, I definitely question his respect to other drivers behind the wheel. Kyle Busch this year is a great example. You know, he didn't run into Kyle Busch, but he knew exactly what position he was putting Kyle Busch in. And after Busch raced him so clean, fair and square for the win in Darlington, I would have hoped for a little bit more respect to a two-time Cup champion in a moment like that, and he gave literally no respect there. So. But there's other moments. The Hamlin Indianapolis road course moment, obviously. The Bristol Dirt, Charlotte, Coke 600 in 2022.
You've had little blinks, Andrew, but nothing to worry about.
Briscoe's a talented driver, though. I think he's going to have success. I think he's going to be quite successful with JGR. He's just definitely got to clean some things up if he wants to be, you know, a champion caliber driver. Because right now he's certainly not a champion caliber driver. But, I mean, there's not a lot of guys that are champion caliber. Have a good night, Forecast. Thank you for being here. Have a good weekend. Looks like JNT's starting to struggle.
Gale's falling off a cliff.
As usual.
Damn.
Over the last like lap or two, we
It's like
really started to go.
It's like the switch is flipped all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, look at that. I mean, I am just barely tapping the gas, and we're already breaking even with the cars in front. We are in some decent shape. Still gonna be patient. We got a lot of time. Not really going to try and force anything here. I think we can maybe jump up to the second lane. I don't know where this 55 is going to go. He's going to go right there to the bottom. I'm going to go for the top here. Is this Ash? Yeah, Ash is struggling quite hard on older tires. Who's this? That's Gale right there. Oh, he really has fallen off.
Jesus Christ, Lily.
We're moving. Can you be a guest on the podcast? I don't know about guests. I don't know if Jay and I will be doing guests. We'll have Matt on the podcast, but outside of that, don't really know. Pitting already, huh?
You stopping?
The truck thing I've thought about, not quite sure exactly. I've been thinking of ways to kind of do something like that for the OG kind of truck series thing with subscribers in the truck. Stay tuned. Definitely need to kind of work on a system to make that happen. It was fun doing it the first time around, you know, all those years ago. So I definitely am down to do it again. What do you think about Ty Majeski? Solid driver. No, I'm neutral on him. Don't care for him. Don't dislike him. Just neutral. Cool dude. Good on him winning the championship. Whereas the crashes, it's too soon. We're not in distance. We're not close to overtime yet, so they don't need to crash. Honestly, this will probably go caution free. I can see it right now going yellow free. Oh, there's the crash. Caution's definitely out. What was the 84 doing? Actually, I don't know if that was on the 84, but you breathed it into existence.
Who's the 84?
Connor Cunningham.
Oh, Cobbett.
Yeah. I don't know. Whoever the black car was kind of came down there and wrecked himself. That's not what we wanted, though. We were moving. Dang it. Fuel mileage. Let's fill it up. 4 tires. Full tank of fuel.
75? No. I mean,
what can we get on a tank?
You'd have to see. If you don't shift, you can probably get like 68.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I already know like exactly how I'm gonna play this out. So
about 10 seconds before they wrecked right in front of me, I said this is probably gonna go caution free. So I will apologize for my horrific jinx right there. Oh, I was so cautious.
88.
76.89. Chaffee's in this race? Didn't even notice him. First time I've seen him since we loaded into the session. Figured you'd like the shirt, Lala. Who is your least favorite truck driver? I don't watch the truck series enough to have a least favorite. I think I watched like 4 or 5 races throughout the season. This truck series is kind of falling off so hard. I'm just like, eh.
Okay.
Don't pay attention much to it anymore. I keep tabs on who's running well, though, obviously, just to kind of know, like, oh, who's these like up and comers, like Corey Haim, of course, is really. There's not like much like right now. I don't look at any truck drivers outside of Corey Haim that are like, oh, this is a future star in the Cup Series. I don't even know if Haim's a star in the Cup Series, but least favorite or favorite Xfinity driver, SVG, outside of obviously he's done an Xfinity, so I don't really have one now. I can tell you my least favorite in Xfinity is Austin Hill. That's very much so there. Shell Goat. Sheldon Creed's gonna pop off in his Haas factory team. Sam Ayer's going there, right? If I'm not mistaken, too, because they're continuing as a 2-car operation. Be interesting to see. Creed's gonna win at some point. He has to. I mean, he's just so close all the time. Honestly, like a lot of people like think Sheldon Creed's bad because he finishes second all the time. I'm like, it's not how it works. That is not how it works.
Hey Gary.
Hey.
If this goes green, what you're gonna do is fill it up as much as you need to. 2 tires.
2 tires. 2 tires.
Yep.
He's giving us the hacks here.
Yep.
Least favorite Cup driver? It was Chastain for quite some time, but he's not been driving too stupid anymore.
Do you want to stretch it? That's gonna be the interesting part.
Oh, it's close. It is close, but
no,
I don't
no,
like.
No. In like just in general, like I don't think you're gonna want to go to like lap 115 in pit, like unless you're just praying for a yellow for track position.
I might just split it. I don't know. I really have no idea. I'm just gonna do what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
I'm certainly not trying to like get off strategy like I did in Dover, and make something happen there. I'm just gonna kind of follow the crowd.
Everyone's got to really do a pit stop. Like you can probably somehow save enough gas to do this.
But what is the time advantage?
I don't think you can save it. I don't know if you can save enough.
A bunch of cars did just pit behind. They're coming to 1 to green.
Yeah.
How would Connor Zilish do? I think Connor Zilish wins a couple races. And I think he wins an oval as well. He's like an SVG, but young, so he's going to learn way quicker than SVG will. Zilish is a very much so future star of the sport. That's the second time I've started behind AJ. He had an issue. See if anyone commits to fuel saving right off the bat. I am not. We are not fuel saving no matter what.
If it was like a lap or two.
Oh, yeah. I mean, go for it at that point, but
I don't.
6 laps, I'm not interested.
It's a gallon and a half.
Zilish is, yeah, he's good. I think you can put him in the you know, like in a 5 years from now, maybe. You can probably put him in the Kyle Larson conversation, Max Verstappen conversation. I mean, he's won the Daytona 24. Larson's already done that. He's very quick in whatever he's driving. And yeah, I mean, what else can you want? We just got to see what can he do on dirt. He will be a Trackhouse star, that's for sure. Yeah, he's really young. That's another thing. He's already this good, and he's as young as he is. Very as well. Another thing is like you get a lot of these young drivers now that are his age, even older than him, that just drive so over their heads, fighting like their careers on the line. You know, every race, which is the case for a young driver. Your career's on the line. I mean, every time you're behind the wheel, trying to prove that you belong. But Zilish, you can already see how mature Zilish is behind the wheel and methodical and smart he is, thinking long term about the race ahead. He has got... Zilish is definitely, of the feeder series right now, the standout. Is like, that guy is everything. He's going to be massive when he gets into the Cup Series and gets, you know, a couple years under his belt. I think you throw him in a Cup car, doesn't matter how talented you are in the way the Cup Series is right now, you need a couple of years to find the speed, find the comfortability. I wouldn't think Zilish would win a single race in his first couple of years in a Cup car, because it's just so hard and there's so little practice time. It takes a while to figure it out. Murph, how you doing, Murph? I think you guys can tell I'm quite excited for Connor Zilish. He's definitely going to be one of my favorites when he moves up to Cup. That's he'll be my favorite in Xfinity. I completely forgot about him being full-time in Xfinity next year. He is going to be awesome to watch. We got just behind me, we've got some hard saving. Like, they've already dropped off 2 seconds behind me. Outside of one car, Ryan, the 24, he's going.
Who's the one doing it?
Oh,
who's the leader? Who's the leader of that?
Gale. which iRacing overlays you use. I could do it on a stream at some point. It wouldn't be tonight, but I can do it on a stream. Would be better. Part of that equation: Gale, Chaffee, Caden, Ash. That's it. Then a couple lap cars are back there. Joseph Enright, and then there was someone else. Didn't catch who it was.
Alright. No.
I think we should run a little bit harder because we're kind of like, hey, we're not gonna. We could save fuel to get to the end, but we're not interested in saving fuel to get to the end. We kind of want to go and split this a little bit. And if we got guys saving fuel, the odds of a caution decrease quite significantly. So I'm a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm a lot more confident in splitting this in half, like pitting like 30 laps to go after running another 30 laps here. But we'll see. '34 car? Who knows? Probably, well, Gregson, probably. Or Zane, well, I guess he's running 4. Maybe Zane Smith, I don't know. Brent Cruz, he's in our career mode, actually. He's been doing well in the career mode. I can tell you Connor Zilish is also a future star of the Heat 5 career mode. I can definitely confirm that. You'll start to see that come into fruition very soon with the storyline that's planned for him. Matthew, how you doing? Hello, Wabs World Racing. Yeah, Suarez has got to step it up for sure. Trackhouse, I would say Trackhouse as a whole, that team needs to step up. I mean, you look at Phoenix, Chastain sucked. Chastain had absolutely nothing. Suarez went and finished top 10. He actually drove right up there, had a good car, where Chastain had nothing. He was like 20th, so. This track goes to RCR now. I don't actually know. They used to be. We've been, I've been considering Dodge for sure in the Heat 5 career mode, but we've got kind of more, we got another plan kind of first before Dodge. That's going to be the whole Chevrolet switch over from the Camaro to another body. We're kind of focusing in on that first before we bring in a new manufacturer. So I can confirm this, the Camaro will be gone in the career mode. We're probably going to get one more season of the Camaro, I reckon, before you see the new body that we have chosen to go with. I mean, I guess I can kind of leak it. It's not really like something groundbreaking. It will be a Cadillac that the Cup car for the Chevrolet will run. It will switch to the Caddy. The CWT body, I think it's called. Corvette was discussed, but it would look terrible as a stock car. Absolutely horrific it would look. Where the Cadillac hits quite hard. So yeah, stay tuned on that. But yeah, it'll be likely one more season. It will be one more season, not likely. It will be one more season at least of the Camaro, and then we're hoping for the season. It'll be season 6 that we're hoping to bring in the Cadillac to replace the Camaro. We need to get going here. I mean, we just haven't ran that great tonight. I mean, we qualified okay, but we haven't run that great with the Civic Mustang. We did the best we could with that. We worked with what we had. Fortunately, the Cadillac, just like the Toyota, will be its own proper body. It's to do 4 manufacturers, we had to choose one body that would be universal, and to do like both that manufacturer and then the Honda, because you cannot have more than 3 car models in the game. So Ford is just the best option if you were trying to do a Honda, and if we were trying to do a Dodge as well, the Ford would likely be the best body option to adapt with. Why Cadillac? It just works. It's been rumored for the real life, obviously not confirmed, and it looks great. It genuinely looks great. If you look at just concepts, and we were like, well, heck, like let's bring that to life, because the other options, what, a Corvette doesn't look good on a stock car at all. I don't really know what other options are. A Malibu, which is just so boring. Like, oh, here comes, Kyle Larson in his Chevy number 5 Malibu. What do you want to hear, a Malibu or a Cadillac? We're going to run about 20 more laps, and then we're going to pit.
They're 12 seconds behind.
Yeah, they are dropping quite a bit.
They're gonna get a rude awakening where we come out like 7 seconds closer than they expect.
My plan is right now, I'm gonna pit like 30 to go. I'm just kind of splitting it.
It's gonna be somewhere. I hope I can get a gap where I could pit freely and catch them off guard.
But I'm probably going to take 4 tires if I'm going for 30 laps.
No.
No? Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. Thank God we have karma here.
You know how 2 tires is at end of races?
That is true.
All right, gain 7 seconds. Gary's like, point taken.
Point? He's got a point. He's got me.
Like, it will fall off, but it ain't gonna fall off enough.
I'm still letting the 24 go. Anytime I race around him, it's usually never the most enjoyable, so... I need to make sure we set auto fuel. Oh, it's already on.
You might want to add a lap or 2 to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Or turn it off and go 1 click up, but you don't want to go above 7.3. I promise you, everyone in the top 4 is gonna do it.
Unselect the lefts. Just trying to get this stuff out of the way now. There we go. That way we don't have to worry about it. Obviously, if a caution comes out, we need to make sure we redo that.
Yeah.
Lily is dropping off a cliff.
Well, she didn't pit. She was the one that pitted at lap 40, and she took wave around and just prayed, I guess. I don't know.
What do you think about the diffusers? I don't know enough. I mean, I know the drivers always say the diffusers are a big problem. I don't know enough about cars to be like, yeah, it's a problem. So if it's a problem, get rid of it. But I don't have enough knowledge on it to form a proper opinion without being accurate to what I'm gonna say. So. How many storylines are there in your heat? Oh, so many. I can't even count how many. Lily just boxed.
I don't care about Lily.
Oh yeah, I'm not. I'm certainly not concerned. Oh, they're trying to wreck here. Would not recommend crashing, guys. I'm gonna run about 10 more. Maybe stretch it to like 25 to go, but Haley Deegan at JGR. We've got the plan of who's going in the 19 if I leave the 19, which is pretty likely. Actually, you'll hear the contract offer from JGR in Pocono, or did I do it in the last episode? I can't remember. Oh, I'm plowing. Pitting already, huh?
I wasn't gonna go anywhere. I was just gonna kill my tires.
That's a good point. That is a good point. I'm kind of in the same spot. Alex Bowman, no comment. Can't comment on Alex Bowman. Stay tuned. We got some guys boxing. I'm definitely going to pit here earlier than I'd want to, but track position is quite important here. I definitely sped. I might have given up enough, actually. Oh, we just got a really lucky break right there. Okay. Kentucky, I would say it's mid. It's not fun, but it's not bad.
If it was looser, it'd be pretty fun.
Horror movies, I don't mind them. I'm not huge into them. I'll watch them if I have someone to watch it with me, but I certainly won't like seek them out on my own. Just because I get too scared. Alright, let's see if the 2 tires work. Mid-80s on the lefts. Oh, I'm plowing. Oh. They're already up to temperature though, so we're okay. There we go. That's better. I forget what the last one I watched was. It was in a cinema. Can't remember what it was called. It's about this family that basically stayed with another family at a house, and the other family was going to kill them. They had to try and escape. I can't remember what the name of it was, but it was really good actually. Sounds lame. It was not lame. It was like a psychological horror movie, which was kind of cool. Speak No Evil, that's the one. Thank you, Window. Yeah, that's the one. Great movie. Didn't know what to expect. Fantastic movie. Comedy's hit or miss. I definitely don't seek out comedy movies, but you know, if they're done right, it's good. There's like some are funny and then there's some are just cringe. I don't like the cringe ones. Hereditary, I've heard of that one. I like the psychological ones, just, you know, where it's really playing with your brain, instead of like jump scare horror or whatever the normal horror movies are. Psychological ones are cool. And the Speak No Evil, like the family really has to think about what they're going to do. It's very methodical. I love some popcorn. Horror games. What ones have you played? The last horror game I played, does Phasmophobia count as a horror game? Probably not. Outlast is an interesting one. I played Outlast 1, Outlast 2. I was too scared to finish that one. I would only like stream a horror game or something if it was like Halloween. So there's a idea for next year. The goal is to stream a lot more next year, leading up to the new NASCAR game. Kind of going all in on the next NASCAR game, obviously. That's the closest I'll ever be to Matthew Morton. Wow, that second lane was not friendly. I was going to try and follow Mahu here. Hold the draft for as long as I can. Which is not going to be long. A Kahoot game? We did a Kahoot. I remember in the 24 Hours of Daytona like 3 years ago. It was hilarious. It was a going Kahoot.
I don't think I'm going to be fast enough, but we'll see.
I've made a gain so far. I mean, I'm in the top 10, which is... Did AJ get a penalty? He must have.
I don't know. How far is he behind you?
Well, he's a lap down. He's P17.
Oh. Oof.
Rip AJ.
He's definitely not going to be fast enough to win.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm just trying to get a top 10 out of it. I haven't had the greatest pace tonight. I think on a short run I was given too much up on the short run. So now I'm just trying to bring it home for a top 10 here. Hello, Connor. Do you want a lightning update? Give it to me. They were up on the Devils earlier. I mean, it's hanging on. That's for sure.
And like, it doesn't even matter at this point if it falls off. They haven't gained enough, right?
Yeah. It's just what's going to happen with the fuel guys now. Oh, we won 4-0. W. Let's go. An Ignition series on April Fools. I said that on the anniversary there like a month ago. I was like, that's the last time I'm playing it, but we definitely have to play it one more time before the next NASCAR game. I'll have to like do a video on it and then also do a stream on it, like the same day. Put out a video, followed by a live stream. Speed running a season or something.
I thought I made it kind of clear where I was going.
How do I make custom templates? That I really have no clue. Not a clue. I could not tell you. Because I've never made any. We're definitely going to get a couple more cars before this race is over. If it stays green, we'll finish a bit better than where we ran. That's for sure. I think we had a good car. It's just I gave up too much on the short run each time. With the amount of laps that we have left, I think I'm going to start shifting in 3 and 4. Favorite Utechniks game? Inside Line. 14 and 15 weren't bad games, but the AI was so bad in the game, in those games, that I didn't have a lot of enjoyment. Have a good night, Walker. Appreciate you being here. Those two slower cars up there are for track position. That will put us P7. And they are saving so hard. We're gonna breeze right by them. That's P8, P7 right here. Not sure where Ash is planning to go. There he goes. Alright, we're up to P7. Can we get anybody else? Maybe Caden, maybe Chaffee. I don't know how far off the pace they are.
And I think the top two have to pit.
Oh, okay. We could be on for a great finish here.
Pitted.
Oh, okay. Just now?
Yeah.
Perfect. We are, if this stays green, we're on pace for a great finish here. Not a win, of course, but a very respectable result. And we owe it partially to Mr. O'Brien for giving us the right strategy call there. 2 tires. Milkman's closing in a little bit, but outside of that, we're going to be just fine. We're up to P6 already. And we'll gain, what, 2 more spots? I'm just paying attention to Oppie, see what he does. That's the only one I'm concerned about behind us. Mr. Bingaman has returned. Time to go. Let's just bring it home.
You're gonna finish third, Gary, if you can knock you off.
Oh yeah, he's only gaining a tenth or 2 per lap, if that. Oh, Rosenbrook, he's coming too. They're coming. It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be better than you were though.
Oh, absolutely. Even if I get passed by them too, it'll be way better.
Did Andrew get the penalty?
Not sure, but I don't see him anywhere, that's for sure. Oh, Rosenbrook's flying. He's going to get me for sure. So, 4th place is what we're looking at. Yeah, he is hauling the mail. Several tenths a corner. Jesus. They're fighting so hard. Rosenberg's already here after that silliness. Here Chafe lifting. He is saving so hard. Four more to go. Caution predictions, we won't get one. We're fine. If we do, it'd be interesting, that's for sure. I wouldn't be against it. I think we could get after it with a 2-lap dash, but I'm just cool with bringing it home now, though. Get the finish. Rosenbrook's just flying. But a top 5, we will gladly take that. I see Oppie in my mirror now, so he is definitely reeling us in. It helped that we got stuck with those clowns and that clown show there. Chafe just about wrecked. Two laps to go. I think Suarez could win Mexico. He's a great road racer. That'd be about it. Alright, let's focus on this final lap. Oppie shouldn't get to us 1.2 seconds back, but you never know. White flag in the air. Top 5 if we hang on. Alright, we're good. P5, we'll take it. Oh, you barely got him.
Yes.
P5.
Good race.
Solid. Who won? Oh, why did I ask? Whew. Top 5 did not look like it was going to happen, but we made it happen. Andrew definitely had the penalty. You can always tell by how quickly he leaves the server if something went wrong or not.
And he finished 10th.
Oh, that's not bad.
But I don't know why.
Didn't we finish worse in Milwaukee, or did we get 5th in Milwaukee? Worst finish of the season. I don't even remember. I thought our worst finish was like a 6th or a 7th. I think 7th was Milwaukee or something. Yeah, Milwaukee was our worst. P7. Are you gonna run different schemes? Not really. We're gonna stick with the same scheme, but variants of it. I like having the same scheme, and it looks good. We'll take a look at it. Look at that beautiful race car. Yeah, 7th is definitely our worst result. The caution. Yes, let's take a look at that.
If it was a little looser, it'd be fun.
Oh yeah, I would have definitely liked the looser setup. Where was that caution? It was somewhere around 40, 45.
All right. You have a good one, Gary. Good
You
run.
as well.
Yep.
Have a good one. Well, we just saw that right there. A little bit of net code actually on that. Definitely a little bit of net code. Oh, that was Bren. He didn't really change his lane. That was kind of one of those awkward deals. Connor kind of sailed it off in there. They kind of just, I don't know. That's just a racing deal in my opinion. Oof. Massive impact. Oh, we had a couple others get involved as well. Bumpers fly off. Window, have a good night. Unfortunate for Brand. Where'd he end up? Probably towards the bottom. Yep, third last. What happened to Bingaman? Did he crash? Or did he, like, have a connection issue? I don't see anything wrong with him here. Yeah, he just, caution comes out. He comes in the pits and says, see you later. You start and park. An NFL scheme for any driver. We'll have to get the painters on that one. Larson, Texas looking crash. Outside of that, yeah, a good result for us. P5, we'll take P5. We started 4th, got 5th. We ran a lot of the race outside the top 10. Next race, you ask, is, I got it up already. It's Pocono. That one's going to be interesting. Could see some fuel games there, that's for sure. And then after Pocono, we actually have an off week. And then we come back again for a special week. Not quite yet. We come back to Circuit of the Americas. Then the week following is Chicagoland, and there is a sports teams theme for the paint schemes in that race. Obviously, I'll be running my favorite sport team, so it'll be a Tampa Bay Lightning themed 97 car. It's going to be the same scheme, but just kind of with a Tampa Bay Lightning vibe to it. Then we have 2 off weeks for Christmas week and New Year's. Then we come back in the new year for North Wilkesboro. Darlington throwback. Off week again. Atlanta is the regular season finale. That'll be an interesting one. And then we have the chase that takes place at Indy, Kansas, Talladega, Richmond, and the finale is at Las Vegas. I'm going to do the same thing I did for the career mode at Pocono. Let's not do that. Matthew, you have a good night. You might just be, PH. You might just be the number one fan. Well, outside of that, we kind of touched on everything we needed to touch on here. So that's pretty well going to wrap it up for the stream tonight. I'll be live on the F1 channel on Monday afternoon. Outside of that, don't have any streams before Nitro next week planned, but I'll try to change that and do something. Not quite sure what yet. But yeah, we'll definitely get something sorted. But yeah, outside of that, you guys enjoy your weekend. We'll have some NASCAR Heat 5 career mode tomorrow at Pocono. Good episode, actually. Really good episode, even for Pocono. Some good drama. Maybe a surprise winner at the end. Yeah, it's a good race, actually. So stay tuned on that. Blue number 88. Have yourself a good night. Goins Chill Cat, have a good night. Lala Larson, have a good night as well. PH, of course, Matthew. Ash, I said it wrong the last time, so I'm just going to say Ash. Happy Gaming, Window, of course, October King, all of you guys, everybody that stopped in here. You guys have yourselves fantastic night. Enjoy the Heat 5 episode tomorrow. And that's pretty well it. So I'm going to go and hit the end stream button here. And you guys have a good night. And I'll see you soon enough. Take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Enjoy your weekend. And I will see you guys later.